Hello. So in this video, I wanted to recap everything that has happened in my bridal era, just because I've been told by past brides that the day comes so quick and before you know it, it's over and your money just goes down the drain. It's worth it. It's worth it. I just wanted to remind all brides, future and present, to just enjoy the moment. And this is your time. We'll start with the proposal. So a little quick backstory is that David proposed in Switzerland on our Europe trip. It was a last minute trip. We did not know if we can get the time off, and somehow we did, and we had a month to plan. So on top of that 1 month of planning, somehow David got the ring, he asked for permission, and he took the knee, as he would say. I told him, like, I don't want anything too extravagant. I just want it to feel right. So it just felt very natural, and I couldn't have asked for a better experience. So our friend who found out the moment it was happening told us to go take a picture. And David started getting very sentimental, and I'm like, he doesn't get the sentimental out of nowhere. And so I think that's when I got a little suspicious. Also, my friend getting kind of excited in the background didn't help. I got very nervous and I was giving him some resistance. I was asking why he was getting so sentimental. Well, don't do it, don't do it. It was just, I think I was a little overwhelmed and I wanted to take it all in, and I didn't have a clue it was happening. So my reaction is a lot of crying and telling him not to do it and giving him a hard time. So David took a while because he had to take off my promise ring that he gave me. And I kept trying to run away. Why you keep trying to run away? Just say yes, Janet. Just say yes. I just said yeah so quietly.
Did he say yes? Did he say yes?
We looked about 5-ish venues before we decided on one, and the moment that we knew, it was like pretty obvious. I was just in awe at how beautiful the venue was, and I even shed some tears, and I was like, yeah, it has to be this place. Our venue hosts this big event where we get to go and feel like the wedding guests, which was super fun. We got to see like kind of how the setup would look like, taste the food, and on the day of, there was a raffle and we won the grand prize. Are you doing a little dance? The first venues that we saw was absolutely beautiful, but the price was just out of our budget. It felt like the venue was just isolated and on its own. Like, it was just beautiful. There was a lake and there was a boat ride that you could have on the lake. The ceremony was probably our favorite ceremony ever. It was just like the bride gets to cross a bridge, and then she's brought into kind of this metal looking ceremony area, and there was like a light peeking through where the bride and the groom stands. It was like my fairy tale storybook coming to life. Like, these are where the elves get married. The most exciting part, and the one that I look forward to the most, was trying on dresses. For the first shop that we went to, it was not my favorite for the price and the quality, and I think the overall experience. I had certain criterias, and she kept giving me dresses that weren't me, and I was just like, didn't know how to say no. Eventually at the end, I just can look at the dress and tell her like, no, I don't want this one, or no, I don't want to try it on. And you know, you gotta be strong sometimes. So I had a moment where I cried on a dress. It was oversized, so it didn't get the full effect, but I could feel like, yeah, A-line was for me. It was organza. Right when she put the veil on me, I bawled my eyes out, and then you would think I would be like, yeah, this is the dress, say yes to the dress, but I was like, I'll think about it, just because the price was a little high and I wanted a chance to maybe look at getting it secondhand. And I did end up finding a dress online for $200. You cannot beat $200 for a dress that originally retailed for I think about $3,000. It's by Jenny Yu. I hope I'm saying that right, Jenny Yu. And it's a brand that you can find on Anthropologie, and it is so much different from what I expected. I was aiming for A-line, make me look like Princess Mia from Princess Diary. And I ended up getting more of a trumpet style dress with some lace detail is all I can say for now. I got this dress on preownedweddingdress.com, and how I found it was I filtered it based on like the lowest price and my size, and somehow I saw the dress and I was like, I think this can work. And I sent it to my sister, and she was a little skeptical at first, and then when we had gotten the dress, it was a nice moment. I cried again, and I was like, yeah, this is the dress. And we were just being kind of silly and playing around. We're trying to save money, so we didn't want to spend more than $300-ish on a wedding band, but it did turn out that we went in the $300 to $400 range per ring, but it was gold and it was diamond for me. So we did get a good deal on it. I went with my mom to this Asian jewelry district in Garden Grove. I went with my mom because she's crazy about jewelry, and I felt like it was a nice thing to share with her. We found my ring actually that day of. We didn't find anything for David. I feel like the style for men is a little more limited, and he was pretty particular with what ring he was looking for. He's a size 11, so with that amount of like gold, it is very expensive. Somehow I found a ring online and I bought it for his birthday to surprise him. Just because he bought me a promise ring and he had to buy me an engagement ring, let me do something nice for him and make him feel like, you know, special. And so I got him the ring, and on his birthday I surprised him. Originally, I was just gonna have my sisters be my bridesmaids, keep it simple. But then I was like, you know, it'd be kind of fun to have girls on the day of hyping you up. So I made bridesmaid boxes. I embroidered them robes with their name on it, so it kind of feels very custom and special for them. That's all that's happened so far. Our wedding is around the corner. We are super excited, but for some reason nerves are starting to fill in. We just recently went to a friend's wedding and their ceremony was so beautiful that we can't wait to have ours. And that's it for now. Bye.
Okay.